My name is Xavier.
He was diagnosed with an ASD, a PDA, 3 VSDs, and a bicuspid aortic valve. Xavier went into the hospital at a month old with RSV, pneumonia, and bronchiolitis. And at that time, they didn't know about his heart, and I didn't know about his heart. It wasn't until a week later that his lungs started to clear up a little bit, and they heard a heart murmur. And then they did an echo, and that's when we started to discover all of the heart defects he had. It wasn't until 6 months later we even found out about his bicuspid aortic valve. It was quite the long journey. Xavier has had 2 procedures thus far. The first one, they went in through his back because his lungs could not handle open heart surgery. And so after that surgery, it was 3 days later when they realized that surgery had gone wrong and they had to do open heart surgery on Xavier. There is a possibility that he will need more surgeries in the future. As of right now, no. His bicuspid aortic valve is being watched. It could be great until he dies, but we don't know that. There's never any guarantee with that. And as of recent, they found new heart issues, and with those, there could potentially be surgery in his future. Xavier's follow-up care is that he will be seen every 6 months. And this past 6 months in June is when we found out that he had more heart issues that were not there 6 months prior. I went into that doctor's appointment expecting normal news, everything's fine, we'll see in another 6 months, and left there just in shock, like we were starting all over again, like there's something wrong with his heart. Just never knowing that just because his heart is fixed through the surgeries, there's always that chance of something else going wrong. So his heart will never be normal, like a normal child. There will always be concern and watch with his heart. Xavier's congenital heart defects have changed our family in so many ways, but definitely has brought Xavier and I closer. I don't think we would be as close. That time in the hospital really gave us that chance to bond. And it also made me as a mom want to understand my child more, understand their health more, and be that advocate. I have definitely learned to be my child's advocate because there is no one else out there who will stand up for that child. They have no voice at such a young age, and to learn to be that advocate, do my research, and I will do that with him and with all of my children. The question that I hate being asked is, but he looks great, will he need more surgeries? And the answer is, we will never know. Just because he looks great on the outside does not mean his heart is not broken on the inside. And that is something we also learned through our journey in the hospital. Surgeons and doctors alike would look at him and say, he looks fabulous. And then moments later, we're in the OR having open heart surgery. Some things that I wish people would know about congenital heart defects are what to look for in your child, whether a newborn or even later years in life, because there are defects that don't affect a child till later years in life. And the other thing is your child will never be completely fixed. Their heart is always broken in some ways. It has been mended, but their heart has been broken in some ways.
When I grow up, I want to be a baseball player.
One thing that I hope for even Xavier's future is for him to be an advocate and to share his story continuously with others so people are aware of what to look for, what's out there, what to be aware of. And for the medical aspect, I hope for doctors to educate more. It would be great in prenatal visits to always alert parents. This is a possibility. 1 out of every 100 children are diagnosed with a congenital heart defect. It may not be in utero, It may not be at birth, but there is always that possibility later on in life. These are the things to look for. So just to make mothers or fathers aware of what the possibilities are, not to scare them, but to educate them.
I'm Xavier, and